We were asked to play like this like punk rock poetry reading kind of thing, and like
it was just a poetry reading. I think it was only punk rock. It was only punk rock because we were on the bill.
Is that it?
All right, we're gonna play a poetry reading. Let's just be idiots and call it illiterates. You know.
We know what the project would turn into at all.
Yeah. You know, we wanted something just totally spontaneous. Let's just play whatever comes out. Total release, like raw energy. Hell yeah, raw energy. We were just such good friends with the other guys too, and it was everything that I needed and wanted out of a band at that moment. Ourselves and the other guys in the band, Ryan and Jesse, we got a cabin for the weekend at this place up in North Georgia, a cabin on an alpaca farm.
Yeah, so there are alpacas everywhere. Our plan was to get like 8 songs done. I think we ended up with 4. Yeah, 4. At the end of that thing.
It was just kind of like a, you know, just cram in the house for the weekend, do nothing but hang out and like drink some booze and play rock and roll.
So the album like kicks off with White Privilege, which is all about like how we totally understand where we sit as white guys like in society, and also the fucking horrible murders of like black people by police and like nonstop. Like we wrote that song years ago at this point, and like it just keeps coming up.
And I mean, you know, we're the kind of band, like not all of our shit's political and all of it's super heavy, but shit just hits you and it's serious, and you want to channel that into some music that maybe will hit some people and get them thinking.
Makeout Mountain is the title track on the record. My buddy Jacob, who I did a comic book with back in 2004, did the art for it, and he's like, well, what are you thinking? And we're like, just like the Lookout Peak that you know from like all the movies and stuff.
This record's about, I think it's like 24 minutes, which is cool because it lets us do a 12-inch record at 45 RPMs, which is rare. When you get better sound quality that way, so that's cool. Most of our songs are like somewhere between 1.5 minutes and 2.5 minutes, and it's kind of the whole thing with that is just like, if you have an idea, that's enough. 2 parts, sure, great. 1 part, if that's all you have and that's the idea and it's cool, just go do the 1 part.
Yeah, also our live sets are fucking fast and furious like that too. It's like, we never do 45-minute sets. Like, we're always like...
Well, it's like the Ramones, you know? Like the Ramones played for like 25, 30 minutes, and they came out and like, they blasted through their set, and they like, you know, just like blew the doors off and then just like walked off, leaving everybody wanting more. We like that philosophy.
We've never worn out our welcome on any stage. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing until I started getting into the music business. Now I know a lot. You know, we make music videos, we do a bunch of things for Baby Robot. It's always been the idea to make it like a big media company, but publicity is the main thing.
I mean, I guess they say a lot of people after they turn 30 stop discovering new music. We're never permitted to do that because we have to know what's going on and what's coming out.
It's great music, that's your ticket in. Like, that's just the beginning. Like,
yeah, that's the
if you made a shitty record, we wouldn't even be talking right now.
Great music's the price of admission, and then it's like, well, what's your story, you know?
And that's what we do in Baby Robot is like help craft that story for people. You should never be a very broad band where you're for everyone. It is very important that you are niche, you know who your audience is, and you focus on those people.
And like for illiterates, that's like our audience is like
shitty drunk punk rockers who with kids.
I was just gonna say dumb drunks.
So when we're doing like our Facebook targeting, we just like do dumb
like,
drunks.
Do you like Old Milwaukee and the Stooges?
Yeah. Where we were all at when we got into music, and if you're a musician, you have the story, is like when you were a kid and you went to a show, and like what was that show that like changed you forever? And for me, I used to go to all these like little shitty punk rock shows, people are just hanging out in the crowd with you, and then just walk on the stage and play. So that's my thing. I want people to like see us or hear it and think this is fucking fun and wild and crazy, and like I could get into it. And then also have a message that I think is worth telling, which is like, pay attention to what's going on around you, whether that be like your friendships, be aware of your relationships, be present in all of this stuff, and keep track of it, because like you just keep getting older and like life keeps on moving.